charmed ones. Witches who are destined to save the world from impending doom. Bad news. Looks like something in the underworld knows you three had your powers activated.
It's been an amazing first season. It's been so much fun.
Damn, she's good.
One of the themes of season 1 was the strength of sisterhood.
I am your big sister.
I think a lot of it has to do with identity. They're learning these very new things about themselves.
What is happening?
I thought, what a great way to honor something that was loved by so many people and really bring it into 2019.
I thought that the direction this year was so unpredictable and fascinating and exciting for people to watch.
Charm starts off introducing two sisters, Maggie and Mel, and then they have a sister who shows up on their doorstep, and everything changes.
I think I'm your sister.
You never quite know where the show's going to go. But that's good, because it keeps us on our feet.
It all makes sense. Throughout history, strong women were called witches, and they are. We are. We have to unite to change the power dynamics, right the ship, change the course of humanity.
Charmed is such a massive entity, and what was really special about it was a show about three women empowering each other and supporting each other. And with the day and age we're living in and the political climate, it really felt like the right time to bring a show like this to life.
This is not a witch hunt. It's a reckoning.
Seems like your mom's one of the reckoning.
The reboot came to us via Jenny Snyder-Urman, our boss on Jane the Virgin.
We had one version that was set in the 1970s.
That's right, yeah.
Don't worry. There is a reasonable explanation.
And then after the election in 2016, all of the issues that we were talking about suddenly seemed like they should be explored today.
It's a beautiful day.
It's an exciting time to make something like this, like magic, women fighting back. I think it's pretty rad.
But ultimately, at its core, it's still a story about three sisters, just like the original.
So this is our life now, isn't it? I guess so.
The overarching story for Macy this season, learning that she's a witch and that she has this family that she didn't know about, and then also learning that she has this darkness and how she came to be.
You've got darkness inside you since you were born.
Macy's struggle with her own inner darkness was kind of something that developed. We didn't think of that right away. So that has kind of been a really fun arc to play.
You're playing with your dark side. I suspect it'll come at a cost.
It's all under control. I saw somebody describe her as a high-thinking, low-feeling character, and I thought that was a really great way to describe her, and it's been really fun to play with that.
It's time to let it all go. All the hurt. We're with you.
For Mel, it was tremendous grief, and it kind of shut down from that.
You're so angry all the time. And you're obsessed with Mom's death. You're
Because
obsessed.
I'm not just moving on like nothing happened.
She really just wants to find out who killed her mother. And she's kind of just like learning to live her life without her mother and this new dynamic with her new sisters.
This is good. You two are so much better together.
Mom said that. Maggie Vera, short for Margarita. She's the youngest sister. She's definitely the most zesty and full of life. She's rushing a sorority.
Maggie, between you and me, you're shoo-in.
Really?
Early on, being a witch was just another excuse to skip class, and then she kind of figured out that there's something that she wants to study, which is psychology.
It's a really neat arc seeing her sort of realize how much she's actually capable of.
With the power of the poof, I deem you, Margarita Amelia Vera, to be officially inducted into the most badassiest, most magical sisterhood around.
I think for the power of three, Mel, Macy, and Maggie, something really drives them to do the right thing. And they have Harry as their guide.
He's a new women's studies chair. I knew something was off about him.
Well, that is unnecessarily rude, but I'll let it go because I know this is a lot.
It was really important to us to give him a personality and a storyline independent of the girls.
And Rupert, he just brought such joy to what he was doing and seemed to take it as seriously as if it were a Shakespearean monologue, but it's also so fun.
Really, this works much better as a monologue, if you don't mind. I think he's changed his views about what it is to live in this world, the complexities for women, equality, and all these things, which I think he understood and believed in.
Our white lighter, the head of the women's studies department, put a tracker on me to alert him anytime I use magic, because he is threatened by the idea of a powerful woman.
Now, just wait a second. That last part is fake news.
I come here for brunch all the time. I've never seen you.
Maybe you just didn't notice me.
Not possible. So I play Parker Kane. He is a half demon, half human, which you find out sort of later on. In the beginning, he's more of just sort of this mysterious, charismatic guy. I have a rare autoimmune disorder. My family doesn't want anyone to know.
We always intended his father to get to him just in time for the source to rise and, you know, try to use him for that.
Take on the source, son. Lose yourself in it, and I promise you, nothing will ever hurt you again.
He sort of has this drama going on with his family.
Mom! The idea that Parker thinks he killed his mom, we were looking for that thing that would drive him back to the dark side.
Mom! That was definitely, I think, the most interesting and fun thing to play for me because it was just a totally different side to this character.
Are you ready to accept your destiny?
I am.
Receive the power.
My character, Alistair, is putting together pieces to bring about the source entering into a half demon, half human body, which then becomes the controller of all magic.
Enough small talk.
Playing a villain, you don't have to carry the moral weight of the show. You get to just pop in, do terrible things, and then disappear again.
I'm scared you might get hurt.
I'm scared of getting hurt too, but it's worth it to me to try because I love you. At the end of our mid-season finale, Galvin comes in to seeing the portal of hell open in his girlfriend's living room. Oh my God. So I let go of our relationship, but in my mind, it's the right thing to do. And ultimately, I make the ultimate sacrifice to try to save Hilltown and to save, you know, the Charmed Ones as well. I'm very glad I got a hero's ending. I get to fall on my own sword, so to speak.
Macy, now that he's stopped the virus, he's given us hope. The human spirit is far stronger than any prophecy.
Nico has been such a strong anchor for Mel to love something that hard, and I think she brought such kindness out of the character.
I will always love you, Nico. And maybe some part of you will always be able to feel that. That's what I'll tell myself anyway.
Detective Nico Hamada, she kind of gets beaten up a little this whole season.
We have to help her somehow. There has to be some kind of spell.
When Marisol says, nothing is stronger than your sisterhood, that's been put to the test throughout the whole season, and especially in the finale in episode 22. That is the thing that ultimately saves their sister. The three of them have to come together.
That prophecy was such a kind of overarching, you know, thing for us to try and fix the whole season that now that we think we fixed it, I don't know what's ahead.
Season 2, it's going to be a new world order. There are no elders. There's no Sarkana. There's no Source. There's no Alistair, no Fiona. Everybody's gone. It's just our sisters and Harry. So it's going to be the sisters forging their own way.
Let's get to it then.
I think it's that they're the first time really gonna have to be leaders when they might not be completely ready to take that on.
Given what just went down, you're the natural choice to take over.
So this is our life now, isn't it? I guess so.
With every show, you make some really good friends. This show has been delicious for that.
Most of my scenes are with Sarah, and we're always joking around. And of course, Madeline and Melanie are super fun to work with as well.
We have so much fun. I mean, 22 episodes is a lot, so there are definitely times when we're tired, but at the end of the day, we're like family.
And I know that you will always be there for me. And I will always be there for you because we're sisters.
We're going through the trenches of a first season, and it's nice to have people that like also like to laugh and have a good time.
They care so much about their characters. So it's been cool to see them become the characters.
It can be quite difficult to make a show like this. You know, everybody works so hard.
It isn't the original, and it's not going to be the original, so we hope that at least we can honor it in the best way possible, and we hope that new and old fans have found this and have enjoyed it.
Especially young women get a chance to see the strength that lies within all of them, because I think that that's what it's ultimately about.
Your differences are your strengths, and nothing's as strong as your sisterhood.
Hear this! I have